Okay, now we'll start today's class. Huh. Only for string. You're testing for others also? Very good. Test for others also. When you put brackets, it becomes string. Integer becomes a string when you okay. Elements. Okay. That becomes list. Um, yeah, I can do it. Okay, now we'll come to today's class. Okay. Is it all okay? Wait, one point. Okay. Sequence unpacking. Today's topic. So, what is sequence unpacking? It's basically whenever you have a list, tuple, or any collection, sequence unpacking, what it does, it assigns variables from the tuple or list, whichever is there, to the variables that you assign. Just like we do a is equal to 10, that means value of a will change to 10. Similarly, when you do a list assignment, list one is equal to a list one, whatever the values of list goes into the list. But what if we want to do single assignments, like if you want only one element, then you do list one of 0 and then you assign it to something. There is another way to directly assign list values and tuple values and collection values to variables. We'll see that. Okay. Nice. I wrote a whole file and it is gone now. Oh, here it is. Okay. Now we have something called as sequence unpacking. Okay. Now I have a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Generally, if I have to access one element from the list, what will I do? Val1 is equal to list 0. So that means I will get okay. Now if I print, I'll get a single value from it, 1. Now if I have to assign something else, list of, if I want to get whatever the value is at position 3, I'll use the index 2, run it, I got the value. What if I have a very small, okay, what if I have a very small list? It will always have 3 things only, okay? Or let's say coordinates. What will coordinates have? Longitude, latitude. It will always have just those 2 things, right? So let me create one list underscore coordinate. What will it have? Just a longitude and a latitude. Okay, what is the mistake I'm making here? So I'm list and chippy, I'm creating a tuple. Now, am I doing it right? Okay, this is set. Oh. Now have I created list correctly? Now I have created a list correctly. Now if I have to get the longitude, what do I have to write? GITUTD longitude is equal to hey, from this list of 0. And then latitude, how will I find out? No, we'll give the index. Okay, today everybody will answer in English. All the class, whole class will be in English. If you have a very good difficult doubt, then we'll switch to Telugu. Okay, or else all your answers should be in English. Let's see latitude, and then I'll get the latitude here like this. But there is a simple way to get, if there are fixed values, you know what the fixed values are. There is a simple way to get fixed values from the list or any collection. So what would we do? Here's the simple version. Non comma flat is equal to list. List underscore CORDINATE. So what system will internally do? It will see you need 2 variables. It will check the list. List has 2 variables. Okay. Then what would it do? It will just take the first variable, assign it to longitude. Second variable, it will assign it to latitude. Is it clear? So basically, what system will do is it will just check. We say lon, and we said lat, right, is equal to 45, 50. So what it will do, it will take the first variable, assign it to longitude, second variable to latitude. Okay. Now let's see, print the longitude and latitude, if it is coming out right or not. Long term. Okay, we have assigned two values. Okay, tell me, Sirish. Exact purpose of it is to assign variables directly without using these operations. So here you have used how many operations? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. You have used these two lines, right? So instead of these two lines, you can directly get it in one line. It's just easier. It's a convenient way of assigning variables. Okay. Good question. Now, are only two variables possible? Let's see that. Now we have another code here where we have list one that has 6 elements. Okay. You see list one has 6 elements. So if you want 6 variables, instead of writing 6 lines here, that list 1 0, list 1 2, list 1 3, list 1 4, list 1 5, list 1 6, you just wrote one line of code and all the variables are assigned. So this way it is more convenient to unpack the variables. When you know that there are fixed number of elements, when you're sure about the fixed number of elements, this is how you unpack it. Let's see. A, B, C, D. So ABC have in the order they got assigned. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, like that. D, E, F would also be assigned. I did not print it out. Well, if you see, they would also have got the values assigned to them. Okay. This is list unpacking. Now, ask your doubts. What if there are uneven number of values? Like I am trying to assign, okay, here there are 6 values. What if I just try to do 2 values? What will happen? Let me try to just get 2 values out of this, A and B. But there are in the list, there are 6 values. Can you guess what will happen now? No. System will say there are unequal number of variables on the left hand side and the right hand side. And it will error out. You see here, too many variables. So, it is only expecting 2 values, but in the list there are more than 2 values. So it cannot unpack. So that's what I said, where you're sure of the number. Let's say I still want, okay, my requirement is I still want to unpack. I want to unpack the first value and the last value. I don't care about whatever is there in the middle. Okay. So there is a way we can do this. I'll say, okay, I want to unpack only the first value and the last value. So it will still error out. But what I can say is, see, whatever the remaining values are there, you just put it in B. I use this operator, star operator, asterisk operator. It would just say, collect everything in B, but the first one will go to A, last one will go to C. Let's print that. See, first value as an individual value, 1 has come to A, and C as an individual value has come to 6 as an individual value has come to C. B is a list again. It will be more clear when I print A, B, C individually. Ask it in English, Ishwar. Today is English day, Gada. Ask the doubt in English. Next one is equal to yes. Yes. Next line. This one equal to A comma B comma C. A comma B comma C is equal to list one. Yes.
automatically it converts into A comma B comma C. This one is
Star B means B
star
those as
star is A comma B comma C is equal to this one. Then automatically this one equal to A comma B comma C.
Okay, I am not understanding.
ABC is not assigned to this one.
This one equal to A and C. Next to A, this one equal to A comma B comma C. So this one A comma B comma C.
How many elements are there in this one?
It's elements.
How many I'm trying to, if you remove that star, I'm trying to do only 3.
This one equal to 5. This one equal to 5.
5 elements or number 5?
Number 5. Then again, this one equal to 6 elements. List one 6 out there.
కూడా బెస్టే కానీ వాళ్ళ ఫ్యామిలీ ఏసీ కాబట్టి అందులో
Next one is on the right side of the equal to or on the left side of equal to. So why will next one change? That's right, give the plan. Which value will change? Left side of the equal to or the right side of the equal to?
left side.
Sir, I will take to a strong plan and use it exclusively for eating. Sir, values ki change. It is only when we have limited values and we know what the values are. So we don't do unpacking for limited values. Unpacking is for limited values, like coordinates, Like, student data, that there are only 5 or 6 parameters. Ishwar, clear ainda? Cheppu. So, you ఏం అర్థం చేస్తున్నావు తప్పుగా?
ఎక్కడ ఈక్వల్స్ కి ఉంది అంటే అది ఈక్వల్ పర్సెంట్ ఈక్వలే అని అతను అనుకుంటాడు.
రైట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ లో ఉన్నది, లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ ఉంటుంది, రైట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ ఉన్నది, అన్చేంజ్ ఉంటుంది. If it is there on the right side, it is unchanged. You can give, if you have Opika, you can manually type 100 variables and you can unpack 100 variables. But it's not a required practice. If you want, you can type 30-40 shares. But when you have left, you will go with the left, right? You can do it. There is no restriction. There is no limit on how much you can unpack, I think. At least I have not tested that limit. Okay, now unpacking. What I said, take A, put the first value in A, then when the system sees star B, it is like whatever is not unpacked, wherever the variables are not enough, everything I'll put in B, and then in the C I'll have the final value. Let's say I have another one, CD. So what it will do, it will put final 2 values in C and D. B will be 2, 3, 4. Let's do that also. Last is D and then
C.
Okay. Whatever is left will go to whatever the asterisk operator is. What if we give 2 asterisk operators? Multiple asterisk operators are not allowed. Okay. It would say, basic asterisk operator says this is like the safe side case where nothing else is there, you put it in this. But then when you say 2 operators, it will again get confused. Where should I put the remaining values? So only 1 asterisk operator is allowed in unpacking. Okay. Let's say I want to get first two characters, last two characters, but remaining everything should go into unpacking operator. So first two will go to AB, last two will go to DE. C, I can make it unpacking operator. Okay. Clear? So whenever there are less number of operators, it will error out. On the either side, if you give on the left hand side more operators, more variables than the list values, it will error out. If you give more list values than the variables, it will error out. Then we just did unpacking operator. Okay. Now same thing can be done for set also. This is list. We did list unpacking. We can do same thing for the set unpacking also. So you're able to use exact same syntax. We're able to use exact same syntax for set unpacking also. If you see in the list when we had for 6 variables, we did a comma b comma c comma d comma e comma f is equal to list one. Same thing we can do with the set. Okay, and same errors will come when you have uneven values or on the either of the sides, and then you have the star operators where the remaining values will go into the star operator variable. డిక్షనరీ వస్తున్నామండి సెట్ అయిపోయింది unpacking is same for set, list and tuples. Let's run the set one first. Okay, wait, let me bring the code and answer side by side. Okay, now you see on the set unpacking, we have assigned A, B, C, D, E, F from set 1, unpacked it, and we have printed A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 as printed. Now, when we are trying to do uneven values, if I do just A, B, it will error out. Just A and B, it is saying A list one, that set 1. Now, when I do just A and B, it will error out too many variables to unpack. So I'll comment this out. Then when I have too many variables, I'll use the asterisk operator here. Now if you see, okay, so B has become a list and everything else is, I mean the first value and the last value. Even Siraleda? 6. Okay, wait. I'll make it more nice and easy. I'll print it in different lines, so it will be easy for us to understand. And let me do one thing. Let me use different variables. SA, SB, C, SD, SC, SF. Okay, so that we don't confuse with ABC in the list. SC. Here I am printing in separate lines. Huh? Ekada? Huh? Yes. Okay, now let's see how it is working for set. Okay, this line I'll just comment it out. It will confuse you. Okay, A is one, set of A. Set A is one. SA is one. SB is a list again, and SC is 6. Okay, because whatever is left, it has put in B. Now, if you do the same thing with 4 variables and put B as a, I will also change it here. Did you notice one thing? We are unpacking a set, right? But the variable B is a list. So unpacking operator has taken that set, modified it into a list, and then given it back to us. Whatever order it gets from the set, it will put it in the list. Once it is in the list, it becomes fixed. So set might give an order that time when B is accessing the set, it might give it an order. That order will come into the list. Yes, order change of the thing. Okay, now we'll do the other one. Right? C. C and D will have the last 2 variables in the set at that time. Whatever the set is giving as the last 2 variables. And B will have the list of all the other variables, and A will have the first variable. Okay. Set unpacking, list unpacking, tuple unpacking, all of them have same syntax. Now let's say dictionary unpacking. Yesterday, did we cover dictionary to list? Dictionary to list will cover. Converting, what will happen when I convert a dictionary to list directly? What happens? Huh. Yeah. No, I'm not asking unpacking. I'm asking about dictionary to list conversion that we covered yesterday. What happened? Dictionaries will have key values by default are printed, right? Now guess what will happen when we do unpacking for a dictionary? Dictionary to list? Sir, attention paid చేయట్లేదు ఈశ్వర్ అటెన్షన్ పే చేయట్లేదు కదా ఓకే ఇంటికి వెళ్ళి క్లాస్ నోట్స్ చూసావా ఎందుకు చూడలేదు ఈశ్వర్ You have to see, unless you practice, you write everything that is written on the system, you write it on your own, you will forget everything. You will know, you will think you know the concept, but you will never be able to recall it or use it properly on the system. This is a short way to fail the interviews, I'm telling you. If you are not writing code, even before going to interview, I will tell you that you will not be able to write it in the interview. You will not even be able to write it on the paper because syntaxes are something that are not natural to us. We know the concepts. Concepts are natural to us. We'll be able to speak and we'll be able to understand the concepts. But syntaxes needs practice. So unless you do it on the system, you'll not be able to do it. And you will forget it also. Oh.
The two methods share करेंगे. Yeah, whether you left to push.
That is to access. Conversions. We have covered conversions also. Whenever you convert a dictionary to a list, you default you will get key values. See here on the screen. Dictionary to list. Default you will get default conversion gets keys. For getting values, we have dot values method. For getting both, we have dot items method. You will get pairs. This we covered yesterday. What I'll do is tomorrow I'll not go forward unless you practice all these things. Tomorrow's class I'll just make you revise the things or I'll convert the class into lab. Unless you're practicing this, 50% of Python is these collections only. After that, rest 50% will be other complicated logics. If you are not good with these data types, I'll not go forward. Where were we? Sequence unpacking. In sequence unpacking, okay, now we know that if we try to convert a dictionary to list, we get key values. Now let's try to see what will we get when we are trying to unpack dictionary. Can you guess what will happen? What will be the values in wait? Today is English Day, Rama. Oh, sorry. Today is English Day, Surisha. Say it again.
Event is assigned to variable.
So name variable is output input.
Yes, name variable is a string.
Name.
Revise your notes first. Quickly revise notes. Dictionary creation. Yes. This is the second method where we discuss how to create dictionary with strings. Now I'll send you out of the class, make you revise yesterday's notes, and only then I'll let you back into the class. రాసుకొని రివైజ్ చేయలేదు కదా. See, Ishwar, that problem that you're facing, right? Thinking that, okay, I know the concept, but while using the concepts are not coming, I have faced it. I faced the exact same problems. That is when I realized that unless you write the code, no matter how good you are at the concept, you will not be able to write the code. Someone who is not getting the concept and still practices, he will get the concept, he will get the code. But if you have the concept, you are not practicing, you will not get it. Okay? Rama is clapping also. Okay. See, this is dictionary function where There are two ways to create a dictionary, where you create it with the key value pairs, where you can use string keys and any other keys. But when you use dict function, you have to use only string keys. And you don't need to give the double quotes. The dict function will do that for you. Okay. Now tell me what will be the value of DA, DB, DC, DD.
One variable takes the whole page.
One variable take A takes the whole pair. When you are converting to list, it only by keys, right? So when you are doing the unpacking also internally, it will just do the same thing. It will ask, hey, give me your collections, give me the data. What data by default, whenever you try to query the dictionary for unpacking or conversion, by default it will give you keys. So it will say, hey, take name, age.
Is there any method we will values?
Let's see that. Dot values. Yesterday we used it, right, for list conversions. Okay, here we got the key values. Next. See, next, if we want to get the values, we have another method called, just like when we were trying to convert the values dictionary into a list, we use the values method. We'll have the same method here. DB, DC, DD. Now we'll print DA, DB, DC, DD. Okay, Ishwar, what will we get here? Shirisha, let him tell. Then I'll understand where he is not understanding and I'll explain. Okay, wait, I'll do this thing for you. I've commented it out now. Now you tell me what will be the values of DA, DB, DA. Okay. Okay, what is use of this function dict1 dot values? What output does it give? It will give only print dict1 dot. Okay, did you see the values function? Do you? Because I think you know what values function does. Did you see the dict1 dot values function while answering? No. What I'm asking is, when you were answering it the first time, did you just see equal to dict, or did you read the whole dict1 dot values? You read it. Again, DD, DA, DB, DC, DD is equal to dict1, not dict1 is equal to DA, DB, DC. Okay, everyone knows what dict1 dot values will print, right? It will only print values. So now what will DA, DB, DC? Wait, I'll do the other one. I'll print it in separate lines. That will be easier, right, to understand. Yes, Sirisha. Because I gave print statement 2 times, right? Just now I removed it and put it in comments. One second. Just let me type this and I'll come back to the combined it out. Okay, yes. Now tell me, Sirisha.
DAIs ప్రింట్ అవుతున్నాయి తర్వాత వాల్యూస్
Okay. రెండు combined print అవ్వాలా, we'll come to that. Okay, first let's see values. Now DA, DB, DC will hold Ravi, age and roll number and rank, right? Earlier what it was holding when we did earlier, name, age, roll number, keys, and then we have values. What if Sirisha wants both the data? What is the function we used when we wanted to convert items? Sure. It was items or dict items? Dict one dot item. Right. Dict one dot items. So here we have another entity. Now we did values. Now I want to do both values and keys, that is items. DA, DB, DC, DD equal to dict one dot item. Okay, tell me, Ishwar, what are the three functions available with dict? What is the function to get keys? Dict one dot for keys. No, in general dictionary, how to get keys? What is the function dictionary provides to get keys? Dict one dot keys. What is the function dictionary provides to get values? What is the dictionary function that is provided for items? DA, DB, DC, DD. Okay. Now, what will it print? Can anyone guess? It will print tuples of name. It will print pairs. A tuple of tuples it will print basically, or list of tuples it will print. Let's see. Okay, why list? It is DA is a tuple, DB is a tuple, DC will be tuple, and DD will be a tuple. What tuple will hold? Name, comma, Ravi. What tuple DB will hold? Age, comma, right? Let's see that. DA is equal to name, comma, Ravi, age, comma, 23, DC equal to roll number, comma, 30, rank, comma, 10. Okay. Now, but I don't want it like this, right? I want them separately. I don't want tuples. I want name, Ravi, everything in a separate variable. Name should be a variable, Ravi should be a variable, age should be a variable, 23 should be a variable. Keys values వచ్చాయి, but I want to further get into individual variables. I don't want tuples. Then we can do another unpacking inside the dictionary unpacking. We can unpack tuples also. How we can unpack tuples? See here. Okay, see here. Here we are getting tuples, right? DA, DB, DC, DD are tuples. So inside it again, if we do a tuple unpacking, this will unpack the tuple into these variables then. We are getting a tuple. Again, we are doing an unpacking here in the right hand side. Then we'll get individual values. Or you can go ahead, write another code, one more step, and do the unpacking. Or you can do the unpacking here itself directly. DE, DF, DG, DH. Now what will happen? Everything will become a single variable. So we have done basically two unpackings. First, dictionary items to tuples, and then by writing this format in the tuple format, we are basically unpacking the tuple also. So first it will give this tuple name Ravi tuple will go, and then it will be read by DADB. So what is happening? We are writing basically first of all we are writing that okay, give me a tuple name comma Ravi. There is a tuple, right? And then we are saying unpack it into DA and DB. So what is happening? DA will take name, Ravi, DB will take Ravi. But if we do not give like in this format and we just give D, let's say TDA, tuple DA, what will happen here is that name and Ravi will directly go into TDA and it will become a tuple. Wait, let me do that again, step by step this time. Okay, first step is tuple DA is equal to name, comma Ravi. That is clear, right? Whenever you are doing a here, we did na DA is equal to name, comma Ravi. We did a dictionary unpacking and a tuple came whenever we are giving items. So what the code we are writing next line in the next line, this code here, this code means DADB code means DA comma DB equal to TDA. What will happen here? So name will go here. There are two unpackings happening with the dictionary items. First, it is converted to tuple. Tuple is again being in sets. We have seen, right, how we do the unpacking of a list. Let's which one? This one. Okay, fine. You guys are not understanding. We'll do one more thing. Okay, now what is DA? Here is the DA value. What is this now? Here. It's a tuple. DA and DB are tuple. Now tell me what is the code to unpack a tuple? How to unpack a tuple? How to unpack a list? Let's say I have a list 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, how do I unpack it? A, B, C equal to C equal to list 1, right? Wait. Oh, right. List 1 equal to this. Okay. Now, similarly, what is value of DA? DA here. DA, what is the value? Wait, I'll bring it here on that blackboard. What is DA value?
Name, value.
Name Ravi, right? Now value of DA is name Ravi, right? So name, comma, Ravi. Both of them are strings. Okay, DA is this, right? How do we unpack this DA? X comma Y equal to DA, right? DA. It will be unpacked. Same thing we're doing. Instead of DA DB, I'll use this. X, wait. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So what, let's say A comma B. What will it do? A will have name, B will have Ravi, right? How to unpack DB? What is the value in DB? So now how will I unpack DB? Right? C comma D equal to DB. Right? Now how will I unpack roll number and E comma F equal to this. Now how will I unpack rank? Equal to D. So first of all, it was there as a dictionary. Okay, here. First it was there as a dictionary. Okay. Then we converted that dictionary into tuple using unpacking. Then we did once. Then we did a second unpacking to convert that into direct, second unpacking where we did second unpacking to convert it into direct values. Now we'll print A, B, C, D and we'll see what happens. Okay. For now, we'll just keep this in comments. Now, print A. B, A, B, E, F, A, sorry. F. How many are there? F, G, H. Okay. Now I'll print it. See? DADB. So first of all, now we'll do. First of all, it was a dictionary. Okay. Name, Ravi and everything. Then we converted into a tuple by giving which code? By giving this code here. DADB and it got converted into tuple. Then we took tuple and we are converting that tuple into individual values. This is the code where we converted a tuple into individual values. Where are the individual values? Here, right? With how many steps we did? 1, 2, 3 steps, right? Converting tuple into okay. Now what is the code for converting a tuple into normal variables? AB is equal to DA, CD equal to DB, EF is equal to DC, GH is equal to DD, right? Now this is clear, right? Now let's go to the next step. So instead of doing these 3 steps, if you look this code, right, now look at this code. This code, isn't it similar to this code written in a single line? Chetan, I'll put it in the class immediately. This code, it is looking similar to this code, right? A, B, okay? So this is what has happened. So instead of doing 3 steps, we just did in 1 step. Second, in 2 steps itself. First step, we just created a dictionary, step 1, and then what we did in step 2? We converted the tuple value to individual values. So this step here is this is just a shortcut of way of writing that. So A comma B comma, because we had comma, right? Wait. We had DA DB comma, right? DA comma DB comma DC comma DD. The same thing here we are writing. So basically that is, this turns out to DA comma DB comma DC comma DD, right? So that is where we are writing it in A comma B comma, sorry, A comma B. Now that is DA comma C comma D, that is DB. E comma F, that is DC. G comma H, D. Instead of writing 2 times, we just wrote it in a single. This is how you unpack a complete dictionary along with keys and values. If you just want keys, or just dict will also give you keys. If you want values, values. And if you want items, dict items will give you what? Tuple. It will give you a tuple. If you want to unpack the tuple also, what will you use? Unpack a tuple. You can either do it in 2 separate steps or you can do it in a single line. Okay? Clear? I am thinking I'll stop it here. So if I go further, I don't think you will get the concepts anymore. I'll just cover one more concept and I'll stop it, because I'm getting the feedback from your faces that now it is going over your head. So first of all, go back for 2 days, just practice this dictionaries, collections, converting collections, and I'll give you for next 2 days. I won't do any class. I'll just give you homework for this. Unless you are clear on this, there's no point going further. If I go further, you will not get anything at all. It will only be on the head. Okay. Now, one more thing, just one more thing for today's class. What if I have a small list? I'll create a new file. Now this file has become complicated. That's why I say don't put comments and write all the code in the same file. Who will understand what is written? I'm saying to myself. Okay, wait. Now, just I have a small list. How will I do the unpacking? So small list, you actually don't need to do the unpacking, but let's say I want to do the unpacking. for a small list. Let's see what happens. Give me 1 second. Okay, how will I unpack this small list? No, but I want to do unpacking only. See, I have written an unpacking code. In that, a list can come with multiple values. So some scenario is there where I want to unpack a single value. I have written a code. A list will come, and it can have several values or it cannot have values. But I just want to unpack this. I don't want to use the variable assignment. How will I unpack? Let's say I only want to use unpacking operator on this. If I do x equal to small list, x will become a list, right? It will not take the value, it will become the list. It will become a list. I want a value. How do I unpack a single unit collection? A collection that has single value. How do I unpack it? I have to do unpacking, right? Index is like you're accessing with index. I want to do unpacking. Okay. Wait. With list, it is not clear. Now, let me show a small dictionary. Okay, Ishwar, tell me what is the mistake in this? Good. Now, I want to unpack this dictionary. If I do DA equal to dict1, it will not give me keys. It will just print a dictionary. Right? I want to unpack it. Now tell me how will I unpack it? I want the keys. Via unpacking only. You can use dot key function and you will get the keys. But I want to do unpacking. ఎట్లా అన్పాక్ చేస్తాం అన్పాకింగ్ సింటాక్స్ రాసాను కదా దిస్ ఇస్ ద అన్పాకింగ్ సింటాక్స్ ఇట్స్ నాట్ వర్కింగ్ so for unpacking single item collections you have to use a comma like this. If you just add a comma, Python will understand this is not a variable assignment but this is unpacking. So sometimes in the codes, in the repository codes, real codes, you will see single item unpacking with comma. Then you need to know that is unpacking whenever there is a comma at the end. Here now unpacking will happen. Okay, now tell me, I am doing single item unpacking. Quick question. What if I want items? What if I want it in individual variables? Name should be in a variable A and Raghu should be in variable 2. Chetan will tell me. Name should be in variable A and Raghu should be in variable 2. Variable B. How do I write it? What is the code I'll write here? And Raghu should be in variable B. How do I unpack it? Tell me. Oh, this is dictionary. It has a name. So it has a key and it has a value. I want key to go in A, value to go in B. Yeah, DA. Dict one dot. Okay. Now, okay, Chetan, that's now. We just covered, right? We have to do items to get both. Okay, and we will do a DA will become a tuple. So we can do A comma B equal to DA, or you can directly write. Okay, you can directly write A comma B equal to one dot items. తీసుకుంటది. I use separate variable just for clarity. Any variable you can put here. I'll use AB because then again it will get confusing. AB. A comma B. It will have direct variables. Okay, yeah. There is one. ఆగు. అసైన్ చేసిన వేరియబుల్స్ మళ్ళీ అసైన్ చేయొచ్చు కదా. A is equal to 10 రాసి A is equal to 20 రాయొచ్చు కదా.
Incoming call from Geo identified by
ఆలోచించండి, ఇప్పుడే కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్పాను. హలో